I was born in Shillong, which is in Assam, which is on the border of Burma and India, in December 1941. And the account of my first year is fleshed out by a document or a book which I discovered quite recently. The British sometimes kept a book such as this, which was given to expectant mothers, baby's biography. And this contained pages where you were directed to fill in details about your growing baby. And so I discovered this book and was amused to see the progress of myself in my first few months. The entry that I just showed you, for instance, the remarks by my mother were, he first sat alone on July the 28th, in other words, I was 7 months old. He sat in his basket and picked flowers from a vase and stuffed them into his mouth. So I was obviously a vegetarian from the start. He rolled over onto his tummy alone on July the 15th. That's quite late, I suppose, 7 months. He was as surprised as the rest of us at this achievement. That's her humour. And then the next page is baby's first tooth made its appearance at 1 year. So this chronicles small events in my first year, and it is included in the first volume of my autobiography, 9-volume autobiography, India, Beginnings and Endings, which contains also photographs of that period, so that you can actually see probably the day of my birth, with my father leaning over my mother and me as a baby and my father holding me. So that occurred the first day or two of my life. And the whole book can be either got on Amazon or downloaded from under Life from www.alanmacfarlane.com. Now, this fairly detailed account, there was another one which my mother kept for my first sister, Fiona Sterling Macfarlane, much slenderer, as you see. Perhaps the excitement had gone out after having one child. Perhaps already the bias towards males was present, I don't know. But anyway, this account shows insights into that incredibly difficult period to remember of one's life, i.e. one's first year. There are people, a writer called Compton Mackenzie seems to have remembered things from his first 8 or 9 months, the colour of the wallpaper and so on. I don't really remember anything before the age of about 4 or 5, when I broke my arm. Distant sort of things, a smell or a sound or something will suddenly prompt a vague memory. Of course, it's all there in the brain, all that we went through in those years, but certainly in my case, my memory of those early years is not very good. My wife Sarah remembers things much better from 4 or 5 or 6, but most of the people in the 200 odd interviews I've made of people, I ask them about their first memories, and most of them are at 3, 4, 5, not very distinct, and memory only comes in later. But these small things one discovers, like this book, are an enormous aid if one is trying to reconstruct an early period of one's life. And so I was really delighted to find it, and will pass it on with the rest of my archive to future generations. Thank you.